Yes, guys, can you hear me? The internet logged the internet logged me off again. I don't know if there's someone with a very good internet, so I can just make you the host. But just in case I'm logged out, the meeting continues. Let me see. If there's anyone that's got a good internet, just kindly indicate so I can kind of make you the host. So next time I'm logged out, the meeting can continue. Some of us are new here. That's fine. Is registration okay to phone now via the XAI bot? Is registration okay to phone now via the XAI bot? I don't know about that yet. Please turn off your videos. That's the main reason. I have to turn off my video too so that it can work. If you have your video on, please switch it off. That's the thing that's taking most of the bite, and that's why the internet is logging off. So please turn off your videos. Michael Abudioke, turn off your video. Inni Ofyong, Oluwole Olusegun, Olotu Kuvie, please turn off your video. I'll show you again. Okay, so I can see that the videos are turned off. Right, so let me share my screen once again. Okay. So if you can see my screen, just give me the alphabet B. If you can see my screen, just give me the alphabet B. Because I'm trying to show you how you will know if your wallet is connected or not. Oh, 935,572. Okay, so I'm trying to log into my. Okay, so it's done now. Right, so as you log into your dashboard, if you're using the phone, you're just going to see a wallet sign. So you have to click it to take you to a page to see if it's connected or not. But here, as you can see, it's showing connect wallet. That means that this account is not connected. So that is what you are going to do for your account. Just go and check and make sure that all of them is just showing connect wallet. So for example, let me click on the connect wallet now. You're going to see EVM BSC/ETH connect to EVM. If it was connected, what you see here is not connect to EVM. You will see disconnect, and you will see your wallet address written by the side. So then you can click on disconnect and follow the process. That's it. So very important because we were shown that over 7,000 wallets are still connected, and the kind of the kind of bug that the hackers use is called a drainer. It drains whatever amounts are in your wallet. So we're pretty sure the company, since 24 hours now that they have informed us on all this and the effect, work has been going on earnestly. We have a meeting also by Monday, 3 p.m. to hear more updates on how far they have gone. So at this time, we just need patience, positivity, and prayers. We need to pray for everything to be well because not everybody that is happy that we are earning money. Not everybody is happy that we are creating a stream of income for ourselves. So that's why it's important to send positive energy to the company, as much positive energy as possible to the company, so that everyone can, so that they can speed up the process. So like I said, no, the company did not tell us when, but they have already drawn out a roadmap on the recovery. Please, guys, once again, stop your video if your video is on. Zana Mohammed, switch off your video. Okay, so I want to share my screen and go straight to, okay, let me read through the bullet points of the meeting, and then we're going to look at the slide which was shared by Brian Benson during the call. I just want to go to the bullet points of the meeting. Okay. Yeah, so guys, can you hear me clearly? Chijoke Joe, you said your audio, your own audio is not clear or mine. Well, I hope it's clear enough. If you switch off your video, maybe it'll be better. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to reading the summary of Brian Benson's call. The first thing, very important. No, there's no new link for the Around back office. It's still login. You can log into your account. And then maybe you have to restart your phone or check your internet or something. My Gida, you need to do that because I just logged in now to show the example. I've been able to log into all my accounts and some functions are already there. Some functions are working already. Okay, so let me read out the summary. The number one thing was that Aurum is moving forward and will not stop. So even though we have been hacked, the company is not shutting down, quite unlike what the naysayers are saying, or quite unlike what people are writing on behind MLM and the rest. And so I would like to advise us, please, please, guys, if you want to keep a straight head or straight mind or stay positive, get off anything negative. Stop going online to read about information or read stuff about what people are saying or what behind MLM or any of those naysayers are saying. Because of course, none of them will say anything true or real. Some are just spinning stories here and there. But like the company always said, make sure you get your information from the official Telegram page and everything that is posted on there. Now we have a call on Monday with the CEO, COO, and Shane Moran. And then on Wednesday, we have another call with the CEO, Brian Benson. So let me continue reading up the summary of the meeting. Aurum is moving forward and will not stop. What occurred was a security incident during the transition to the new Web3 infrastructure. It is not the end of the project. Secondly, management confirmed that this crisis will not affect the long-term vision of the company. Instead, it will serve as a springboard for building a more robust and secured system. Thirdly, security will be significantly strengthened with comprehensive reviews and audits conducted in collaboration with global cybersecurity firms such as Hacking and CERTIC. Let me write it out there. Hacking, CERTIC. These are the firms that Aurum will be working with in order to ascertain the full extent of damage prior to the full launch of the new infrastructure. Fourthly, global platforms like Binance and Bybit have faced hacks in the past, but recovered and returned stronger. Falling victim to a cyber attack does not spell the end of a project. Rather, it is how the crisis is managed that determines the company's future. So it was clearly stated the clear division of tasks. But Brian Benson said that he's going to lead the full system restoration. He also declared that there will be a reimbursement of all affected wallets in accordance with the recovery plan. Also, there will be strengthening of the security and system integrity, finalizing the legal and regulatory framework for MICA, and also maintaining ongoing community communication and providing updates on the recovery plan. That's something I was very happy about, that the company did not just leave us to our imagination. They came out and told us everything. Also, the COO, Mr. Andrew Isaacs, will be leading developing the new Web3 infrastructure, launching the new Nero platform, explaining the roadmap and upcoming calls, and the development of new products. In fact, they said that there's launching a new trading product compatible with decentralized platform such as Hyperliquid. So what about current services? Management confirmed that all previous services and products, including the XI bot, will gradually return following the completion of audits and system integrity checks. They will be relaunched in a safe phased manner, prioritizing platform stability and the protection of user funds. So whatever amount of money you have in the system, stay calm. Your money is intact. Whatever has been lost or stolen by the hackers, the company will be able to compensate for that. Like I heard is about 30 to 35% damage done to the finances. And so that's not too much compared to what our own foundation has in store. And so the company has said they will reimburse everyone. So the key takeaway from the call is that development will not stop. Instead, work will proceed along two parallel tracks. One, restoring the current platform and compensating affected users according to a clear plan. And then two, continuing to build the next generation of the ecosystem without interruption. Mary Nancy said, what about us that funded Nero that didn't reflect before the issue? Will that also be resolved? Of course, Mary Nancy. Of course, that will be reviewed. It's just that we don't need to bedevil support with a lot now because everybody have their hands on deck, making sure that they make a lot of progress within the shortest possible time. So ultimately, remember, there will be all those naysayers that will tell you it's a scam and they are folded up. They are just leading you on. Nothing is happening. Guys, I've met Brian Benson 4 times in my entire life, and each and every time he's a gentleman that whatever he says, he has never failed before. And he doesn't say I, he says we, because he has a powerful team of over 30 individuals who are making this work. Remember, this company has much more to lose than you and I. But these are individuals who are known worldwide. And the man was, I mean, you could hear the tension in his voice when he said that people were coming on his page to write all sorts of things and calling him a scammer. And he was pained. And even some leaders were throwing stones. And some have even started thinking of jumping ship. It's surprising. Human being hard, so it's expected. So what we know so far is that the company has acknowledged the incident, presented a recovery plan, and reaffirmed its commitment to the project continuity and development. Actual execution remains the true benchmark by which everyone will judge the outcome. The company emphasizes that recovery and innovation go hand in hand. The work extends beyond merely restoring existing services, but also to build a new, more robust and sustainable ecosystem. Aurum views this phase as an opportunity to strengthen infrastructure, enhance security, complete the transition to Web3, and launch next generation products, thereby establishing a stronger foundation for long-term growth. Yes, so that's about it. I want to share my screen and let's look at the slides that he shared during the meeting. They're not much, just a six-page, just a six-page slide. Matthew, it's from your end. I'm talking and I can see the mic moving, and I'm sure everybody can hear me. Please check from your end, Matthew. Right. So let me share the slide. Let me go to the beginning one. Right, once again, can you guys see my screen? Give me the alphabet. Give me the number 5 if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, give me the alphabet 5 so that I can continue. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Coach T. Thank you, Blessing. Thank you, NK. Thank you, Loveline. Thank you, Mommy T. Ini. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, that's good. So let us look at each and every phase on here so we can get the full gist. The first phase is audit and investigation, which is ongoing already. The second stage is recovery and compensation. I know we like that compensation part. Recovery and because I had about 687 USDT vanish from my wallet too, my trust wallet. So we're looking forward to that. So phase 2 is recovery and compensation. Phase 3 is platform relaunch, and phase 4 is full operations resume. So let's look at phase 1 and what it entails. Audit and investigation. The company is going to conduct a comprehensive technical and security audit. Because yes, not just easily saying we were hacked, but trying to find the identity of those who did the deed. And of course, they have softwares and tools within which they can use to trace these wallets and where they are from or where they are resident. So conduct a comprehensive technical and security audit, determine the full scope of incident, identify all affected assets, users, and systems, and finalize the recovery and compensation strategy. So phase 2 will now become recovery and compensation. So under it, we have recover compromised assets wherever possible. 2 is implement a fair and transparent compensation framework. Restore user balances through recovery and compensation measures, and then keep the community informed throughout the process. So we're going to be looking at this. I'm sure this coming week, we're going to be up to phase 2 or phase 3. Just praying that everything goes pretty fast and very well. But we are very happy that, first of all, the company is not telling us that based on this, we are very sorry. We did not hear anything like that. All we heard is all the plans and everything the company is working towards to make sure it works. Phase 3 is platform launch. Complete the transition to the new secure Web3 infrastructure. Restore platform services in stages. Verify system integrity before full reopening. Verify system integrity before full reopening and resume normal platform functionality. That's for phase 3. So it's not far away because right about now they're still, I think they're on phase 1, and that should be done pretty soon. Phase 4, full operations resume. Resume normal business operations, continue expanding the Aurum ecosystem, focus on long-term growth and innovation. So I don't know if anybody has tried to do a registration on the site today. Has anybody tried to do registration on the site? Did it go through? Has anybody tried to upgrade or
I
paid
had, yes.
money? Okay, please tell me.
I did a registration, two registrations today, and they went through. And you can also top up from your main balance, so it still shows that you can top up. So even though on the dashboard you don't see your balance, when you top up, you see your balance there, and you can just top up. I also reactivated because I was 1 year in the business on the 30th, so I reactivated that day and it went through.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for that information. So yes, you have heard it. One of my team members called me about um, paying up for an individual who already has signed up and putting in the USDT, and I encouraged him to do that. I don't know if he has done that yet, but of course, like you can hear, that functionality is fully at work. You can register, you can top up, you can activate someone still on the platform. Right, so I'm going to look at the next slide. Building the future together. For more than 3 years, Aurum has operated successfully, providing partners around the world with stable products, uninterrupted operations, and opportunities to build sustainable income. This incident does not change what we have built together or where we are going. Our commitment is clear, which is 1, complete the recovery process. 2, restore the platform and normal operations. 3, support our partners throughout the recovery. 4, continue strengthening the Aurum ecosystem. And 5, build an even stronger and more secured future. We have overcome challenges before, and we will overcome this one together. This is not a time to go and be listening to what the naysayers are saying or go and be listening to competition. Or it is so shameful that I even saw on the status of a top ranking Aurum member putting up another business for people to come and join. I mean, that person should be arrested, left for me, because something has not, you have not even known the full scale of what's going on, and you are already ready to promote another business. Like, are you a robot? You get sense at all? Hmm. Human being, eh? Very, very surprising thing. Guys, do not be fooled. What we have here is golden, and you can see that the company is showing it. A lot of you would agree with me that many businesses where we have lost with such words like they have been hacked, we don't say anything but 404. Nobody comes out to tell you anything. Nothing, no information you hear, everything shuts down. But here you have a company that continues to give you updates, show you the plans of what they are doing. I mean, that's enough for you to be happy. That's enough for us to know that, yes, the company is really putting up the work. So you can see the commitments of the company here to complete the recovery process, restore the platform, support our partners, strengthen the Aurum ecosystem, and build an even stronger and more secure future. And let me tell you, what this will do to Aurum Foundation is to make it even stronger, stronger and more powerful than before. Because when full functionality begins and everybody is able to carry out all their acts and all the pending withdrawals are being paid, guys, I tell you, you have people knocking on your door to be part of Aurum because it is rare, very rare, for what this company is about to do. We have overcome challenges before, and we will overcome this one together. We are fully committed to restoring Aurum and emerging stronger than ever. The next slide. Okay, same slide. The next slide is the AI trading bot. One of the first products being delivered on the new infrastructure is the AI trading bot. Now, we don't know if this is going to take over or if it's a new, well, they said it's a new one. So we're going to see how that works. They said this bot is being developed on an updated Web3 architecture with enhanced security standards and modern infrastructure. So development priorities for Aurum remains to secure the Web3 infrastructure, AI-powered automated trading continues, enhanced security mechanisms like never before, integration with the Aurum ecosystem, and a scalable architecture for future expansion. Scalable architecture for future expansion. So following its launch, this bot will continue evolving as part of the broader Nero ecosystem. Okay, so this bot will be part of the Nero ecosystem. From the top of my head, I know we already have about 4 different Nero products right now. Nero tokens, the Quantum Alpha, the Nero Dex, which is coming, and then this AI trading bot on the Nero ecosystem, and then the Nero mobile app. I think there are about 5 now. Right. Building the future. The company's long-term strategy combines platform recovery with continued innovation. While recovery efforts remain the immediate priority, development of the next generation ecosystem continues in parallel. This approach allows the company to restore platform operations, strengthen infrastructure security, complete the Web3 transition, deliver new ecosystem products, and support long-term sustainable growth. Recovery and innovation move forward together to build a stronger future for the entire Aurum ecosystem. So you can hear the company is not just focusing on getting itself back on track, but it's also delivering new ecosystem products and to support long-term sustainable growth. So remember that every challenge creates an opportunity to become stronger. We are confident that Aurum would emerge from this period with stronger infrastructure, stronger security, and an even stronger foundation for future growth. Thank you for your trust, your patience, and your continued support. So, guys, there you have it. The screenshots, the slides that were shared by Brian Benson just yesterday, giving us the full lowdown. And we're sure that by Monday to Wednesday, we will be getting much more news, updates, developments. And I mean, we are so glad and happy that at least this is not the end of the road. It's not the end for us. All we need to do is have a little more patience and everything will turn out fine. Everything will turn out fine. So I'm looking into the chat. Compensation to people, their money was affected, please. The system knows the affected members. That's true, Mamiti. What about money in the dashboard that disappeared? About 920 USDT. Of course, Peter. That is going to be sorted out because I mean remember they told us that investor funds was also tampered with. All will be rectified. Kindly send the link to use in re-registration. Re-registration, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Right, so does anybody have any question in regards to what I've just read out? Anybody have any question in regards to what I've just read out? Anything you want to clarify? Co-host, is there anything more you want to add to what we've said? Is there anything you want to add to what we've talked about here?
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening.
All right.
Jacobombs. Yes, please.
Yeah,
Wait before you go on, Jacobombs. Please let us appreciate this man. This man does things outside the sphere of his team. He does everything for the global team. Actually, if you are very conversant with Aurum videos, you will always be hearing, "Hello, this is Jacobombs, and this video is going to explain how he has done over 20 videos. And for each of these events that have happened in the past 48 hours, Jacob Bones has been very active. So let's say a big thank you to him on the chat. Thank you very much, Jacob Bones, for what you've been doing for the team. Thank you for staying positive. We know that you have big money in the system, but you know the fear because you know say Aurum will deliver. So thank you
Yes,
very
so I know
much.
say Aurum will deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So thank you, Lawyer Taj, and thank you, everyone. So let me just talk about. Someone asked me that there was no time frame. Sorry, I'm having cough. Someone asked me that there was no time frame given regarding when they will resume and all that. But I told him and I'm sure some people said so because I got a couple of messages like that there was no time frame. But you know that there's a phase. They gave us phases, the recovery roadmap. What Lawyer Taj just read out to us now, they gave us so that we'll be able to track where they are at the moment. Phase 1 is what they are doing now, right? The audit and investigation. And I told someone asked me that how will I, why am I so happy that if we're able to cross phase 2, that I'll be so excited. I told him that if you look at phase 2 very clearly, it said recovery and compensation. Phase 2, recovery and compensation. Now tell me, if a company is able to recover and compensate,
what else?
The phase 4, the phase 3 and 4, is it not possible?
100%.
Now the phase 2, if you look at the phase 1, it's obligation, but phase 2, it's about integrity. It's about honesty. If the phase 2 can be successfully delivered, then the phase 3 and 4 shouldn't be an issue. So I was telling him that is why I said I would be excited. If the excitement can come, of course, in phase 4, that's the achievement. That's when I will personally call Brian Benson a GOAT, the greatest. Because
greatest of all time.
Phase 2, that's funds. I know how people were excited during that first airdrop when their funds were returned, and someone told me that, man, he has never seen this kind of thing before, where he was thinking that was the beginning of the end. And then the funds were returned. But what we have now is a situation like that again. People's funds left their wallets. And Orum said they will do everything. Brian Benson said he will also do everything within his power to ensure that everybody gets a compensation, they get the money, a refund. And imagine that is done. And we see it. I wasn't affected because I didn't have any connection there, my wallet. And the funds were not in any of those wallets. And even the little one that was there wasn't affected. But I had my wife's account that was affected, $53. Just one wallet, because she left some money there. And if those monies are returned back, because I had somebody who came to my house, he told me that if they resume, that is going to pack so much money in there. And someone was thinking that if they resume, people will pull out money. I said, no, it doesn't work like that. If they resume, it means that they are for real, like more than real. Because it takes only a legit stuff which you have never seen before that goes through this phase. Because people will say, some people will come by and they have seen this kind of thing before. We have seen this kind of things before. But for Orum to come by, it has to be unique. And that the uniqueness will make people to want to invest, to want to market with confidence, more confidence than we had before. We have been marketing, but the confidence will be on a different level. And for each of these milestones, for each of these phases that we have here, all these Zoom meetings we'll be having with Andrew Isaacs, that's the CEO of Orum, who is the co-founder of Nero, and Brian Benson, and of course Shane Morand, and possibly if there's a need for Ahmed Zen, will let us understand with our brains the phases that we have and how close we are to full resumption. If they come and tell you that everybody, if we know, because we'll see that everybody have recovered and they've been compensated and they've recovered the funds and all that, or we have seen a bit of recovery, and they tell us that we are going into platform relaunch, we will know that we're in phase 3 and that we are not far from phase 4, because crossing phase 2 is a major celebration, because I will be celebrating for others who have been compensated. My wife, others. The fact that I wasn't affected doesn't mean I wouldn't feel for others, because that's why we create videos, we do all these things and try to respond to people We don't even know. So many people. And then we go into phase 3, and we have where the company needs to just complete the transition into the Web3. Because of course the Web3 enables us to connect our wallets, and we are connecting straight to our Web3 wallets, which we will not be doing that our manual method, where we'll collect the wallet address, put in our amount and all that. We'll only need to click our buttons to withdraw, because we have done the initial connection to the smart contract from our Web3 wallets. And it's going to be easy for people. It's also going to be more automated. And on all trading is going to be in a more secured smart contract. So that is what we want. And we're not going to be, affected. The Europeans, a lot of Europeans, of course, they have money because they have a better economy. You have a lot of them that has a lot of money in the system too. So they are a very important market to all. If you look at it very well, when you put in $100,000 here, it looks like a big money, but somebody there will comfortably put in $1 million because they make the money like that. We convert our money. We are big boys here. Yeah, because we have a lot of people who are living averagely. So when they sell things cheaper, but when you convert your money, you know how it is. So we have a very good market in Europe. So we need Europeans. In fact, I think HP is from Ireland. We have people from those areas too, from the European areas that are involved in this business, and I'm sure we would need them. So when we have a Web3 platform, of course, it's going to be decentralized, and it doesn't need all those KYC license, KYC stuff, MiCA license. Why the company is pursuing those licenses as well. So just want to conclude by saying that we should all feel relaxed, and we're going to be supporting each other during this period, because some people, I know some people get IBP and the rest. So if you have anything negative in your head, just keep it to yourself, because we don't have that kind of mindset here. We have the mindset that we must succeed. And I do say in the group that this 2026 must obey. And I believe that we're going to succeed with it. You understand? So we have something that is gold, or that is gold, and then we need to protect it, because what some people have invested. Some people, I know a lot of people will come and tell me that they've invested their life savings and all that. So it's not now time to start preaching, invest what you can afford to lose. I don't want to do anything that affects people's psychology badly. What we need to do now is to encourage people and make them understand that. And look at how Brian Benson was so comfortable yesterday. See how he was comfortable. If you're the kind of person who reads body language, it doesn't look like somebody that is just trying to pretend. It doesn't look like somebody that is trying to fake it and deceive us and run away. It looks like a person that is confident about what he's saying. He knows his onions. He knows what he's saying, and he knows that. And if I had heard that the funds have reduced to a level whereby they need to trade for certain months, and that they be badly affected and all that, he will not be celebrating like this. But the confidence in his words, and we know him. We know he's a man of integrity. He will not want to stain his name.
Yes.
You understand? So that's the kind of person we have there. So let me just give people a chance to speak, so that I have a lot of things to say, and I will keep making and supporting in a way I can, so that our team can move with speed. And if you haven't disconnected, like Loyata, you haven't disconnected, you disconnect. If you haven't revoked, you revoke. And if there's a need for you to create, I was saying in a voice note, you can create new wallets and don't delete the old one yet, and then connect. When they tell us to connect, because we'll be waiting for the instructions, and then we can also disseminate the information in the groups, just the way we are doing, and then we proceed from there. So thank you, everyone, and God bless you. One love. Thank you, Loyal Touch.
Thank you very much, my brother. Dr. Demi, your hands are up. You want to say something, Dr. Demi?
Yes. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Loyal Touch. Thank you, Jacob Bombs, for always pitching in and encouraging everybody. I just wanted to make, for people that are not aware, to explain the implication of what just happened. So, like I said on the voice note yesterday, getting cyber attacked as a crypto platform is a sign that you are doing the right thing. It's a sign that you're actually headed in the positive direction. Number two, it's almost like a rite of passage. What do I mean by that? If you have not been hacked, then you're not a serious player. Binance was hacked many years ago. KuCoin was hacked, and I was explaining to one of my downline. I said, see, KuCoin was hacked I can't remember, at the beginning of the last bear market or something like that. And they were able to recover more than half of the money within 2 weeks. And the reason that is possible is because these things are sitting on the blockchain. So wherever the money went, you can find it. It's not like electronic money that just disappears in the thin air. No. Wherever the money goes on the blockchain, you can trace the lineage. And even if it gets into a diluting platform, so there used to be some, they call it mixers back in the days. They're like applications that sort of dilute the crypto so that you can change it to the other things. They can track them to those places. And because those places usually have connections and the terminals that are connected to them. And by the way, every computer has a MAC address. So there is no way you can hide the money. That's the fact. So because of that, if you get hacked like that, it just tells me as a crypto person that yes, you're doing the right thing, you're in the right direction, and
Is it my network?